Hey guys, I'm Kate Simsley, and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm super glad that you're back, and if you're new here, welcome on in. Today we're going to build it. This is a tiny house, but it's a tiny house for a small family. So this would sleep 3 to 4 Sims. If you want to throw bunk beds in, it could be 4 Sims. I didn't put bunk beds in, so right now it's 3 Sims, but there's a master bedroom with a double bed, and then there's another bedroom with a single bed, but it is only 99 tiles, and so it is considered a tiny home and you get all those benefits, but it's big enough for a small family. It's got a fair-sized living room, a nice-sized bathroom, and a very good-sized yard, so you'll see that it has everything you need to live a simtacular life. We'll watch it come together. It's not horribly long, I'm not going to lie. It's a little longer than I would have liked, but I did edit out a lot of landscaping and stuff, so I didn't know what else to take out. I think I took out the bathroom too, so you don't see that, but you do see it in the screenshots. It's pretty basic. It's just a tub and a sink and a toilet. Nothing interesting. But today was the first day of school, so my kids are going back to school, and honestly, I'm so excited. I don't think I just came in my door and I plopped down, and I was like, oh, thank God. This summer felt so long. I think because it was boring, it was a boring summer for me. And so, it felt so long. I can't even stress how long it felt, but I'm really glad that it's over. And I'm glad that they're back at school. And it's funny because they both got, well, I always say that. It's not funny. They both got teachers that they like and that I like. So, it's really good. My son's teacher is actually my youngest. He's autistic. And his teacher is perfect for him. She fully understands autism. And she just as my daughter had her in grade 3. She's a really good teacher. And then my daughter's teacher this year is a male teacher that she really, really enjoyed. She had him a few years ago for half the year, and he was absolutely fantastic. And so at least that part of it is good, and everything went smoothly. Nothing crazy or chaotic happened, and that's that. So, first day of school, very exciting. I know, I was watching online, a lot of people, in the States and stuff, they already started back to school. A lot of times they start back in August, which to me is just so foreign. But today was our first day, and it went well. So I'm looking forward to the piece of bread. I have a lot of work to do, and a lot of editing to do. I'm still working on editing my Generations family home. I had edited it. It was, ready and edited, and then I went to go do the voiceover, and something happened to everything I edited. There was huge chunks missing. I don't know. Something went horribly wrong. So, yeah, I have to redo that. But for the time being, we have this tiny house for a small family, and hopefully you will like it. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out, and it just makes me happy. We're going to start out here. We're going to make the front hallway. It's just got some coats. We're going to put shoes down, and we're going to add wallpaper and a thermostat and an umbrella rack. And then from there, we're going to move on to the kitchen, which you'll see. The kitchen takes me quite a fair amount of time. I think it's where I spent most of my time, there and outside. I do end up changing the wallpaper that is in the front room. I do it to match the wallpaper I put in this hallway back here, the little hallway that goes to the bedrooms. But I don't know if I show me doing it or if you just see it in the screenshot. It's pretty much the same. It's just not striped. It's a golden color. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's not that important. But yeah, we're going to go move on to the kitchen in a moment. And the kitchen actually turned out really cute. It's kind of countryer than I intended it to be, but it was fitting and it worked. I also put, in the living room, there's a fireplace. So it's on the wall between these two doors that I put into the kitchen. You'll see that come now. And I thought that looked super cute. And the living room actually ends up pretty cozy. I did struggle in the living room trying to find a couch that I wanted to use, but it didn't. I ended up figuring it out, and it worked, I guess. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I couldn't find anything else that I wanted. So, I don't know, you'll see it when it gets there. I don't really have too much to say. I have a lot of work to do today. I am currently working with a nature website magazine, and so I'm kind of doing some editing for them and just writing. And so I have to get all that done. And then I'm also working with another man just writing some stuff up for a site that he runs. And yeah, I just have a lot to do. I also have 2 appointments today, and I'm not looking forward to that. But it is what it is. Being a grown-up sucks. So, you saw there the kitchen came together. I used the green cabinets. I think they're like the country kitchen ones. I'm pretty sure they are. Country kitchen kit. That's a weird kit name. I still can't get over the name of that kit. I always like mess it up. But anyway, that's the cabinets I used. I think they looked cute. I ended up switching out the sink to the one that came with the kit, even though it had the curtain. Like, I didn't want to use it because it had the curtain on the front, but it ended up working. And the curtain's yellow, so it looks super cute and country and just cozy. I liked it a lot. I do end up changing out these stools. I didn't really like the way the white ones worked in here, so I do end up changing them out for something a little more plain and not high backed. I'm going to put a big hutch in the kitchen. Like, I put two together to create a hutch, and I'm just going to stack it with a bunch of stuff. And you'll see that. And I think it's alright. I don't really have too much to say, to be honest with you. It's been very uneventful this past couple of weeks. Like, just quiet and uneventful. I was really tired. For like 2 weeks, I was exhausted. I had COVID a few weeks ago. I did get over that relatively easily, surprisingly. It was awful, but it wasn't as awful as I thought it would be. But I did get over that. But the exhaustion just never ended. I've just been so tired. But the last couple of days I've been back to normal and I had some energy. And so I'm trying to get ready. We're having a garage sale. Our whole street is having a garage sale this weekend. And so I'm trying to get stuff together and ready for that. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Like, I border on being a hoarder, I think. Not really, but like, I have so much stuff that I don't need. And like, as I'm going through it, I'm like thinking, well, I might use this, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. Like, I don't need it. I need to get rid of it, and that's all. So that is what I'm doing. I already have like 2 boxes of stuff. So at least it's a start. Like, it's something. I had furniture that I thought I wanted to get rid of, and then I don't. They're dressers, right? And you can always use dressers. Like, I know I shouldn't be saying that. But, like, you can always use dressers. It's not like they're extra dressers. Like, I think I have 1 extra dresser. But, like, I do use dressers. In the winter, I put a dresser at my front door for, like, the hats and mitts. So I figure maybe don't get rid of it because I will use that. But, like, a lot of little things. Like, a lot of little electronics that I don't use anymore. I've got, like, I don't know, alarm clocks that no one uses an alarm clock anymore. I don't even know where they came from. There's a bunch of cordless phones. Like, I don't know. I figure I'll put them all out there, you know. People go to garage sales, especially old people. They might want them, but I don't want them. I'm done with stuff in my house. It's like spring cleaning, but in the fall, I guess. Like, that's how it is to me. But yeah, so now I'm cluttering up this cabinet here. I did use like the little red shelf. It is considered CC, but it does not get left in the build, so it doesn't mark the build as CC at all. I do delete it before I upload this to the gallery. I also do use a little bit of the tool mod. You don't really see it. I kind of cut it out. I think you see it like maybe once, but that will not mark it as CC either, and anything that I do place with the tool mod will show up where I placed it when you download this from the gallery, which it will be on the gallery. It already is. If you do like this house and you want to try it out, it is on there as Tiny House Small Family, and there will be a link in the description below. My ID on Origin is K8Simsley, just like here on YouTube. But it's a lot easier to find my builds just by searching the hashtag K8Simsley. I don't know why, for some reason, the online gallery, I can't stand Sims Online Gallery. First of all, half the time it doesn't load. Second of all, when it does load, trying to search things, they don't show up. That's why I use the hashtag. If I use the hashtag, then it will show up. But just searching my name, I can never find myself. I don't know. But I am on there, and this build is on there, so hashtag K8Simsley, and you will find it. I struggle with the online gallery. It just bugs me. So I started out, I put this green chair, and it made me think I don't want that squared couch. And I changed the couch out, but I end up changing it from the green. I don't keep the green, and I do it in like a rusted orange color. And it kind of changes the whole mood of the house, like, that I was going for. I had an idea in my head, but then I should have kept the green. Like, looking at it now, the green probably would have worked. But I really like the way the rust turns out. I tried pretty much every swatch. I love this couch, but the swatches suck. Like, they don't suit the couch. Like, there's that weird blue, but it's too bright of a blue. And then there's a pink, which is not the right shade of pink. Like, I don't know, it seems kind of like an older couch, and the colors are very modern. So it doesn't really work. It's very strange. But I do think it worked in this room, and I like the color of the rusted color that I chose. I think that in the end it ends up working out well. I did well, I didn't actually cut it out, but something messed up when I painted the walls in here, and so the footage was cut out. So you're gonna see that the walls get painted like super quick. Like all of a sudden they're getting painted and you don't even notice it, and then it skips to something else and then back to something. It's I don't even know what happened. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm telling you, if my head was not attached to my shoulders, I'm sure I would lose it. Like, I'm feeling slightly crazy lately. I don't know what's going on. Like, I have ADHD, don't get me wrong, hardcore ADHD, so I'm never really focused on things. But, like, that combined with my, like, lack of memory lately is kind of getting to me. My biggest problem with YouTube is that A, I hate editing, but B, I will do builds and then I forget that I did them, or I forget if I put them online, or I forget. I don't even know. Sometimes I can't find the builds, like I can't remember where I built it, so it takes me hours to find them so I can upload them. I've started now, I just upload them when I'm done building them, because that way they're on there and I don't have to worry about it. However, like sometimes I just forget that I built something, like it's really strange. In fact, I was going through all the builds that I had in my save, like in my game and in my library and whatever, and honest to God, some of them I don't remember building. I really have no memory of building them. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Then other ones I'll see, I think I built it, and then I'm like, I didn't build this. But whatever. What do you do? What do you do? So we're working on the master bedroom now. I do this like very feminine. So in my mind, I was thinking it's a single mother and her teen daughter. It doesn't have to be. You can switch things up. It can be a couple and a kid or whatever you want. It doesn't even have to be a girl. But it is quite feminine. So this room is definitely quite feminine. The wallpaper that's going to go up here and here is like pink flowery and super feminine. And so you will see that. And I think that in my head I was imagining a single mom who works really hard and got this little tiny house for her and her kid. It's a pretty expensive house. Like I think it's close to 60 grand or something. But I think that it works really well for that. And yeah, these curtains that I chose in the bedroom here, I ended up getting rid of them because something with the lighting on those curtains went really weird. I moved them up a tiny bit because they didn't sit right on those windows. So I did move them up a bit and it messed up the lighting and I couldn't get it to go back to normal. So I do end up changing them out. Looks better once I do, but it was annoying me so much. I must have spent this entire house, I guess I was really indecisive. It was late at night and I was just like listening to other people's videos and building, and I was so indecisive. The footage to like get this down to what it is now, there was hours, but like I don't know what I was doing. I did really well though with managing to stick to one room at a time for the most part. I did kind of hop back and forth here and there, but not very much. Usually I'm all over the place. Like I'll start one room and then I'll flop to another room and then I come back. But this one I stuck pretty well to each room, which made editing a lot easier, and that's kind of the aim I'm going for right now, is to find a way to build that makes it easy to edit, right? And so this worked out a little better than most do. And I was happy about that because, like I said, I don't know why I hate editing. I'm just, again, ADHD. I'm not really good at paying attention to detail. And so I procrastinate. I procrastinate editing until there is no choice but to do it anymore. And yeah, it's not good. I despise every second of it. I think it's because I don't like watching my stuff back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like to just build. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to have to think about it. I just want to build it and forget it. But, you know, it goes with the territory. And so I do continue to do it because I enjoy it. Like, honestly, I really do enjoy making these videos. And so I will continue to do so even though editing is the bane of my existence. That's about it. This is the teens room. And I think it turns out really cute. I did change the furniture colors like 212 times, but I think that it ends up looking okay. I did put in like the new high school furniture. I also used like this cute little rainbow rug that I'm using way too much lately, but it's perfect in a teen's room. I put a little ceiling light that came with the high school pack as well. And then we're going to just put a bunch of pictures on the wall. We're going to paint the walls. We paint them really weird. We use like that, I don't even know what you'd call it, the octagon pattern here. But I end up only putting it on one wall by the window, and I end up changing everything. It comes together. It's not horrible. It's kind of quick. Soon it'll be done. I do end up cluttering up the dresser. I don't show a lot of that, but I do add a lot of clutter to this dresser. And so it looks lived in. There's a mess on the floor. Kind of like you'd picture a teen's room. Let's just go with that. That's about it. After this room, we do move outside. We're going to put like a little barbecue back there and a table. And then there is a pond. There's a big garden. And there is lots of little like nooks and stuff all over the yard. I've got a lot of like wildflowers growing. And yeah, we got the tree wrapped in lights. You'll see that. And that's, I think, about it. We've got like the little bunny rabbit stump. We also have the bird one. So, like, it's kind of got a mix of cottage living in here. That's, I guess, what inspired my thought of that was inspiring this to be kind of country. I don't think it was built on the right lot. Like, honestly, this probably would have looked better somewhere else. But I honestly didn't start out going to make this. Like, I don't know what happened. But it probably would work better in, like, Henford on Bagley or even in, like, Brindleton Bay or somewhere like that. I don't know. But it does work here for now. And, like, it's in Newcrest, so Newcrest is empty and could be whatever you want it to be. And I figure, maybe you want cottages. Who knows? Now that you can, like, vacation in any world, I guess you could do that. We're just going to add a bunch of posters on the wall here. And, I don't know. That's close to it. We're going to change out the pictures on the other wall and then add a little bit of clutter to the dresser before we move outside. But that's about it. How are you guys feeling with summer ending? Are you a summer person? Or do you prefer fall or winter or spring? Like, what is your season? For me, it's summer. Through and through, the hotter the better. For a lot of other people, they love fall. Like, my sister is so happy in the fall. She hates the heat. I love the heat. Like, honestly, I was meant to live in the Caribbean. Somebody made a mistake. But, I'm just curious, like, what season do you like the most? I started an autumn build the other day and I hated it, so I scrapped it. But I did sort of start another one. I started the shell of it. I haven't done anything. I'm thinking I'm going to turn it into an autumn build because I'm watching all the videos on YouTube and it's like autumnal houses and they're so pretty and I love the colors. And so, yeah, I am going to do that very soon. Like I said, I started one that I think will work perfectly. It's a family home and it should be good. And the world honestly looks so good in the autumn. The colors of the trees are just so much fun. And so I'm going to give it a try and we'll see what happens. I'm more excited for like the Christmas builds. I don't like winter at all. Hate it with all my heart and soul. I live in Ontario, Canada. Like I'm used to winter. I hate it. And so like, I don't know why, but I like doing winter builds in The Sims. Like, I don't usually build them in the winter because then you can't see anything because of snow. I usually start and I'll do the outside, like, just like this, so it's like spring or whatever. And then I switch it to winter so you can see what it looks like with snow. But I do love those Christmassy kind of builds, so I'll do some of them in the coming months, I'm sure. Probably not yet. It's not time yet. But there's our garden, and I think that it's a good size. It is a little awkward because the gate is right at the garden patches. But your sim goes in there, they walk in and out fine, so it should work. I guess it'll be fine. If not, you could always just move the fence out like one spot and do some terrain paint. But it did function when I play tested it, and so I guess it's fine. We're just adding a little stump there, and we had the birdie stump as well as like a bird bath. And then we're going to add a bunch of wildflowers and make a pond. So I think there's like probably 5-10 minutes, not even, probably 5 minutes or so left. Not a whole lot. But I think that it comes together well. I really like the way it turned out. I'm quite content with it. Like, a lot of times I'll start a build, and as I'm doing it, I'm like, I hate this build. But usually if I stick to it, I can end up making it something that I enjoy. And I didn't hate this one, but I just wasn't sure what it was going to be. I didn't really have a plan. I was just kind of messing around. And so I am happy with the way that it came out, and hopefully you will be too. As I said, this is in the gallery, and the link will be in the description below. And just give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There is more content. I'm just super inconsistent and unorganized, and that's who I am. It's probably not going to change. I'm trying to be more consistent, but I'm not going to promise you that videos will be out on this day or that day. I do at least have one per weekend, and I am working on more. I'm working on getting more out. I do it, like I said, I enjoy it, so I am trying. But bear with me, because like I said, I'm an unorganized, chaotic freaking mess. But with the kids back in school, it should get better. They're recreating the pond, we're going to put a lot of plants around there, and that's going to be about it. So I will play music for you for the last couple of minutes, and I'll let you enjoy this before we jump into screenshots. And yeah, download this, play it. If you do, you can tag me on social media using the hashtag K8Simsley, or just at K8Simsley, that's where I am. That's what I am everywhere. And that's about it. I've got nothing else to say. But I will let you enjoy this. We're going to put like a little hedge around and some more flowers and stuff. Have a simtacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say